Hey, it's your friend Austin from Houston. Got some market updates. It is the last day of July. 46 days on the market, the same as last month. So no big change there. Quite a bit of improvement over the year. Since January, we were at 57 days on the market. Look at original price versus sold price. We're still overpricing properties. We priced houses way too high this month. I'm sure you've heard me say that before, but it doesn't change the fact that the market doesn't agree with the value, with the list price. So the market's been pretty clear. Values have gone up, but they didn't. In July, they went down $15,000, but we're still pricing $42,000 more than the month previous. We were a little more consistent, but we're not paying attention to the fact that properties are selling 15 to 20% less than what they're being listed for. So let's look at what happens in Houston when you overprice your home. $446,000. That's the average sales price of a single family home that sells in less than 30 days. You go over day 31, it's going to drop from 440 to 405. So you're still consistently losing 35,000. In July, it went from 446 to 427. So that's $20,000 difference right there. It does come back up a little bit if you wait, but if you miss this window of opportunity, you'll never have an opportunity to make that money back. You saw we hit 43,000. We kind of stayed a little above 43,000 all week. We're finishing the month of July at 43,189 active listings. Remember, we hit 30,000 for the first time in May. So we had never, ever been in the 30s. We spent most of COVID in the teens. In fact, look, 13. So we got way low. It wasn't toward the end of 22. We started getting to the 20,000s. We spent all of 23 into 20,000s. And then in May, we hit 30,000 single family homes. Now we're at 43. Stop overpricing these listings. So new versus active. This is very interesting because I got new listings, active listings, and I got what's sold. So in July, 17,000 units, single family homes hit the market in the greater Houston area, totaling of 43,189 listings. And how many sold? 7,000. Only 7,000 homes sold. New construction. Numbers are down a little bit. Our sales for July are down just a little bit. It is the last day of the month, so there are closings today, but 1,800, almost 1,900 of all of these sales were brand new construction, coming to 26% of our sales are new construction. Again, expireds, we looked at this. Surprisingly unsurprising, it's up just a little bit. There's not a lot of patterns in there. I'm not really expecting to see a lot change, but that is where things are. As far as interest rates go, check this out. We are at 6.72. We're down 2 bips from last week, 6.74. So on average, things have just been staying chill, staying cool, not really doing anything. So we will keep an eye on that. So that's the market. We're still dealing with high inventory. We're dealing with high days on market. We're starting to see the home values go back down. So they had been consistently going up. Now they're going back down. I think that it may be sellers that are finally, waving the white flag, and sellers that, finally coming to the realization that their properties are worth less than what they were led to believe. Obviously, real estate agents thinks that home values are worth way more than they actually are. If they're telling their sellers that, the sellers are believing the same thing. But at the end of the day, it's the buyer that's going to decide. And it's really not even the buyer, because the buyer, they're borrowing money, and it's the lender. It's the lender that's going to make that decision. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you list your property for. The market is the market. So that's where we are today, end of July. ready to get into the fall. Hopefully things will speed up. Kids are going back to school, so maybe some of this inventory will sell in the month of August. We'll keep our fingers crossed. Stay tuned to Austin from Houston. I will keep you posted with what's going on in the real estate market. And if there's something specific that you need to know about, if there's a neighborhood, a zip code, an asset type, maybe it's condos, maybe it's land, maybe it's apartments, maybe it's industrial, maybe it's retail, you let me know. I will keep you updated. Again, it's Austin from Houston. Have a wonderful day. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me today and watching to the end. If this video helped you out, please like, subscribe, really helps support the channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a move. Again, it's Austin from Houston with Checkmate Real Estate. Thank you so much for watching. If you need anything, have any questions, need any help with your real estate transaction needs or the meaning of life, give me a call. Bye.